Picture this, right? So if you've just qualified with an advertising degree and you're coming up against another candidate applying for a role, but they don't have a degree, but they have more experience in the industry, they've got more connections, or they fulfill more of that criteria, this is what's going to happen to your degree.
There it is.
They're going to get the job instead of you. It's a fact. The vast majority of the time they will. Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about marketing and advertising degrees. Are they useful? Yeah, they're pretty useful. But are they worth it? Hell no. No. And I'll tell you why. In the UK, for a marketing or advertising degree, you're paying the equivalent of £9,000 a year over the course of 3 or 4 years for a qualification that isn't even required by most employers in the industry. And even if they say they do, in that 14 or 15 point list on LinkedIn, Indeed, or other recruitment sites, they really don't. I've just graduated with an advertising degree myself from Bournemouth University, and it was very useful for me to get experience in the industry by taking a degree. It helped me out a lot. But at the same time, now looking back, now I have a job in the industry, I realized that I didn't need a degree to do it. A degree does not guarantee you getting a role. Not at all. Now, what would I tell my younger self before making the decision to go to university and put that financial strain on myself, the £9,000 a year? I would say do everything you can do to get the same experience you'd get with a degree without actually having to do the degree itself. And I'll tell you how you can do that. So, number one, you can go on online courses on marketing or advertising. They're very cheap. They range from about 10 quid all the way up to about 50 quid. And you can learn different aspects of the industry there. You can learn video production, you can learn Facebook ads, Instagram ad targeting, data analytics. There's so many different things you can learn, especially if you apply yourself to it. Number two, you can go to networking events like there's one called Milk Round in the South Coast. People in the industry go there, they mingle, and you can put yourself forward there and actually ask for experience at these certain events if you're interested. You can also take an apprenticeship. Now, if you don't want to do a degree, you can actually get paid to learn digital marketing. They do it in many colleges across the UK. I think you can get one from the website, which I'm not so sure. I'll put it on the screen now. You can do that. One of my friends did that. He's doing very well right now. And he got paid to do that. He didn't need to pay tuition fees. Okay, what else can you do? You can learn from mentors in the industry who are at the place you want to be. I wanted to know how to create video ads, so I searched up for advice and I found this guy on Facebook called Ryan Collins. He's very good at what he does. He's at the top of his game in the space. Works for himself. He creates amazing video ads for multiple different businesses, both big and small. And he's made quite a lot of money doing it. And I learned directly from him. I took quite a few of his courses, very well priced, and that helped me out a ton. Also, the course 14-Day Filmmaker, when you learn cinematography and how to work a camera, that helped me out a ton. Guys, there are so many options for you out there if you don't want to take a degree to get into the field. And they're cheaper. They're cheaper. Come on. A few more things. Here's some other ways you can get experience in the industry without having to do a degree. I forgot to mention it. Number one, contact your friends or family who know people who work in the field and ask them for an internship that can be paid or unpaid. You can do that through them. That's what I did for my first placement. It was unpaid. It was for a couple of weeks, but it got me on the right track. You can also email or you can cold call local marketing or advertising companies around you and ask them for experience. You can get paid experience for that as well. That's what I did for my placement year at university. I'll tell you what, placement years at universities are very helpful. So if you take a marketing or advertising degree, make sure you have a placement year. Also, official certifications like CIM, like the Certificate to the Institute of Marketing, they do a lot of courses you have to pay for, but they're recognized by a lot of employers. Google Analytics do one. Facebook do a very good one as well called the Facebook Blueprint. There's so many things you can do. Back to the video. Now, if you still want to do a degree, after this, be my guest. It's fine. You can make connections there, and you can have a lot of fun socializing. There's that whole aspect of it as well. But if you want to take a degree to get a specific job in the advertising field, I advise it against it. Listen, you're not a doctor, you're not a mechanical engineer, you're not an astronaut. You're not doing anything super hyper specific or analytical or academic. You don't need to do the degree. And that's it.